but we believe that this is the wrong question. This is not what we are supposed to ask. We believe that the ultimate this is a question basically based on fear. The better question to ask is how can we combine AI and human in the most beneficial way? We know that human change can be slow, while AI is so fast. When we bring them together, we create what we call parallel intelligence, which is a powerful, accelerated synergy. This is how we take an active role in shaping the future. For those of you who are new to news navigation, we guide organizations through change using one compass, 12 award-winning solutions, and we are proud to operate in more than 40 countries and in more than 15 languages. And with the help of over 1,000 licensed trainers worldwide, we have touched the lives of more than a million individuals. Today, we will further show you how this combination of human wisdom and AI can build accelerated organizations. We will introduce the Aviad Go's AI Coach, a tool designed to turn strategy into daily alignment at scale, ensuring that your organization speaks the same language and uses the same framework. I would like to introduce Mark Gazit. It is a really pleasure to introduce Mark to step into this new territory together with us. Mark is the founder and CEO of Varga, the brilliant minds who created the Aviad Go's AI Coach. He is a pioneer in technology, a leader in transformation, and a true partner in our journey to turn strategy into action. So please welcome Mark Gazit.
Thank you very much, Sarah and Aviad, and I know some of you, and great to see new faces. Um, I'm the CEO and the founder of Marga AI. Marga is journey in Sanskrit, and we solve, I think, one of the most crucial problems today. People want access to coaching, to wisdom, and when I say people, it's people in organizations, and the number of people like Aviad goes is relatively small. So it's pretty difficult to approach Aviad, and usually people like Aviad can only do one mission in time. And so we build a technology based on tens of years of experience with the best experts in the world that allows us to take a human, a smart human, and recreate that human AI version in the AI domain. And today on our platform are the most famous coaches in the world. But I think that there is something really unique about Aviad Goes and news. And you will hear more about the technology of news, methodology of news, and what Aviad have done from my perspective. And we work really with the most successful and famous coaches in the world. What's unique about news and the way Aviad did it is it's very structured. It's clear, it's working, it's proving, and it's easy to understand, but it's also easy to explain to AI. But the most important part is the journey that Aviad have done. Once he understood it, it's such an important methodology, he didn't keep it for himself. He actually created an organization that I believe working in more than 40 countries and hundreds, maybe even 1,000 coaches that were trained using news navigation methodology, thousands of organizations that use this technology and methodology successfully, and it's all documented. I was shocked when I've seen the amount of work that has been done in documenting it, creating the structures, creating training materials. So for us, it was very nice and very successful project because we treated Aviad Go's AI as a student of Aviad, and Aviad used the same um, principles that he uses to train coaches to train his own coach. And what's happening right now is, A, we see enormous success. Customers are extremely happy, but Aviad has been a pioneer in this era of how to cope with change, also created a much more interesting ways of combining AI and humans. And just before I pass the baton back to Aviad, it's new to all of us. I'm doing AI for the last 15 years, but it's still new. And we always ask, will AI replace humans? Is it AI? Is it human? And when people ask me, is Marga AI an AI company? We say, no, it's a human company that uses AI to amplify the voices of people like Aviad. So I know that I raised some questions and I provided some teasers. Now Aviad will give you some answers. So Aviad, the stage is yours. And
Thank
thank you
you.
very much.
So, hello everyone from all corners of the earth. It's really nice to meet you. We hold this event once a month. So, some of you have been before and some of you are first time. Can you just raise your hand if you are first time in this event that we do monthly? Okay, excellent. So, today we have also some news because we concluded the first case study with a client using the navigation and the AI coach together. And the results are astonishing, both for the client and for ourselves. It's really a breakthrough, and I will be happy to present it to you as we move on. But this is really like great news because so far we tried it. Now we know how it works and what it does. So let me share with you my screen, if that's okay. So we call this event Leadership in the AI Era, Hopes and Fears. So obviously, because it is so new to us, there are many, many hopes and many, many fears, and it really depends, basically, on our state of mind and our point of view, whether we take the more fearful side or the more hopeful side. So a few words about news navigation for those who are with us first time. So all our work, we are a global company, Swiss company, operating in close to 45 countries. All the work is based on one compass. We have 12, now even 14 solutions. We operate in 45 countries with local partners, licenses. We have around 1,000 people licensed to train, coach around the world, and we touch the lives of million people at least. And now with AI, it's actually getting into scale, which is beyond what we could ever do. So there is the question which I meet, because I meet every day CEOs, will the future belong to AI or to human? Will the AI take over? Will people have work at all? So as Sarah said before, we believe this is the wrong question because it's based mainly on fear. And whenever you set out from a fear-based platform, usually the results are not great, okay? Fear is not a great manager or great leader. So we would like to show you some global trends that we collected. Some deal with human fear about AI, some about human hopes about AI, and then we'll discuss it. So let's look at fears. Okay, the AI will take over jobs. No junior employees are needed because the junior kind of work can be done by AI. AI can make its own decision finally and even ignore us and what we want. AI can feed us wrong information processed as real. Humans might become unnecessary. the intelligence is no longer internal. The intelligence begins to be externalized. Power of using AI can be concentrated by few people or few companies and have overpower, too much power. There can be economic inequality explosion. Okay, there is economic inequality already, but it can explode with the people who are with AI and the people without AI. People might sense loss of meaning and purpose. You know, the identity of most people is based on their work. And if their work goes, what will be meaning or purpose for them? And there can be mass manipulation through media, which has already happened. And something a lot of people fear is that there will be autonomous weapon systems with AI that will decide what to do as weapons. So these are many, many fears. But different paradigms, as we know, lead to very different conclusions. So the AI revolution is already here, but there is also the hopeful side. As an example, that AI will help us research new areas of health, science, longevity, and create new solutions that we cannot come to by ourselves. AI can actually lead to human development. If AI will do boring jobs, humans can have the capacity to develop. AI might do the work that employees don't actually want to do, and therefore will free humanity to do other things. AI can create abundance for all. It's real. It can. AI creates efficiency and financial effectiveness. So things can be more efficient, more effective. There can be amplification of parallel intelligence. I think each one of you that works, even with ChatGPT or Claude, feels how, used correctly, it can amplify your own intelligence. Human will redefine value beyond productivity. This is a bit deeper. So when we look at the value that we create in the world, we can define a much higher value as people than just production. I know these are some deeper notions, but this is what's happening now around the world. AI will increase entrepreneurship because if AI does the boring jobs, if you like, people can go more into being entrepreneurs. And AI can solve climate change and allow us humans to even continue. And humans can become more conscious, and those who want even more spiritual. So actually, it can release humanity into a larger scope. So these fears and hopes sit side by side. And, you know, it's like if you believe, like paranoids that believe that everyone in the world is after them, are usually right, because this is the reality they create. And people that think that the universe conspires in their favor are usually also right, because this is what they expect. So we have fears and we have hopes. And again, different paradigms lead to different conclusions. What we believe amongst all this is that human and AI can be combined in a beautiful way, where each side brings their best. Like in good teams, when we look for synergies and we look for different parts to bring their best and complement each other, we strongly believe that we can combine human and AI. So how to best combine it is a better question. As an example, Human change is slow. AI is instantaneous. What happens when you combine them? Okay? The fact that humans are habitual, slow to change, and the AI just works just like this. What happens when you combine it? So this meeting today is about this combination. So we would like to offer another paradigm. And this paradigm is human plus AI working correctly can develop parallel intelligence. So two intelligences working side by side, actually leveraging each other, strengthening each other. And one of the things we begin to realize is that this parallel intelligence creates acceleration. Now, acceleration is not always good because sometimes you just want to relax or slow down. But if you look at projects, companies, goals, visions, the idea of acceleration means a lot. We have a client that we worked out with them a few months ago, a vision for the end of 2028, 3 months ago. With the right usage of navigation and an eye, some of this vision already happened within 3 months. This is accelerated. This is fast. So we believe the correct usage will create acceleration. Towards this meeting, I asked ChatGPT what is its view about what will be the relationship between humans and AI in 2035. And it says this, that AI will be built into basic human decisions: healthcare, finance, logistics, education, government. Human AI collaboration will be standard. A clear gap will emerge between AI literate, meaning people who know, understand AI, and AI illiterate people. This will be the main gap. Speed will be a competitive advantage. Faster learning and execution will create disproportionate power. So those who will catch the wave and move fast, this will be the competitive advantage. Smart integrations will thrive. Those who use AI strategically will advance professionally and personally. Resisting change will be costly. Ignoring AI may lead to acceleration shock and loss of relevance. This is not my view. This is ChatGPT. And I think it's interesting because it speaks a lot about collaboration, co-creation, working together, or what we call parallel intelligence. So I'd like to stop for a moment, because I talked anyway too much, and have a little discussion. What do you think? Let's take 2 or 3 views. What do you think? Do you have fear, hopes? Are you excited where it's going to? We have here people from 15 or 20 countries. So interesting to hear your view.
I think
One.
I think that we have to put our critical thinking when using AI, but it's an amazing opportunity, like you showed in the slides, to improve, to succeed, and to have a competitive advantage. So I have a lot of hopes.
Thank you, Giovanni. So Giovanni is from the optimists and the people who see opportunity in every situation. and I know him, so it's true. Anyone else? From Pepe, the two realities can coexist. What do you mean, Pepe? Oh, you can't speak. Okay, Pepe is from Panama and Mexico. Anyone else that can speak? Okay, Pepe, you can have some of the challenges happening and also some of the opportunities. Yes, of course. It depends also which side you take. Yes, Yaroslava.
Yes, I fully agree. It could be a great combination, and even if it is not AI but anything else, it can be always used for a good and for bad reasons. So it depends on us how we just use it and how cautious and what kind of wisdom do we have, and we have to just be careful and use it carefully and for good.
Thank you very much, Yaroslavi. Fully agree. Like the internet can be used for better or worse. You know, in the Industrial Revolution, when they created the first machines in England, there was a group that was called the Ludists. And the Ludists were against the Industrial Revolution, claiming that many jobs will be lost. So when machines were carried on carriages to new factories, the Ludists would ambush and throw the carriages and the new machines out of the road to block them. This is an historical fact. Actually, the Industrial Revolution created more jobs, and the internet created more jobs. But yes, so what we hear from you is cautiously we can examine the parallel intelligence, or working together, or finding together what works into the future. Surely to be blocked with fear will not take anyone anywhere, okay? Because it's coming. It's like a big wave in the sea. And it's good to get prepared to catch the wave or just dive under it, but definitely not to be swept without any thinking or control. Okay, great. So let's continue. Where are we? Okay. So let's look a bit into the world of organizational development. Now, the reason this is important for us is that actually most people spend most of their life inside organizations. Okay, this is the case. And so if most of your life you spend in an organization, what happens in the organization, including what happens with AI, will impact your life significantly. So what we begin to discover, and I'll show you a case study soon, is that human and AI create accelerated organizations. Mark my words, very soon there will be a distinction between accelerated organizations and non-accelerated organizations. So in order to create an accelerated organizations, at least in the way we work, of course needs to be work with human and AI, but in our case, with a human and AI coach. The condition is that they will speak the same language or will be on the same system. Because if human and AI use the same language and the same system, they can cooperate and we can create a serious synergy. So they need to use the same framework. The AI coach becomes the organization's news compass. So what we discover in the last few months is that any organization that gets the AI coach, they get a living compass, a living news compass that is in their hands and they can actually work with it. So what it does, it takes this big problem of, okay, we created a strategy in the top management. What do we do with it now? It takes it into daily alignment. So if you have strategy and you have with you an AI coach 24/7, this big strategy, and the word strategy comes from seeing the big picture, the whole strata, this can become daily alignment in every decision, every move, which is amazing. Okay? It's completely amazing that you can take big strategy and give people a tool that will help them to daily align to it, to daily act out of it. And so what we would like to do, because I think some of you have not or have not yet used this our AI. So we would like to demo it, if you're willing. And I would like to get the help of Marina for that. Okay? So just to explain what is our AI coach, it's not ChatGPT. It's not a source of data. It doesn't answer questions. It's actually a coach. Okay? It speaks 80 languages. It's very secure. It's available 24/7. And in a moment, we'll tell you about a case study that we did with a company using the AI, and we have already results which are astonishing. So, can I ask for a volunteer at this point? It should be only one. It's a nice AI. It's not going to bite you. It's a sweet one.
I'll
Okay,
go
Walter.
for it.
Who is that?
It's Chen, but I have a very unusual profession, so I don't know if it'll be relevant for the others.
Let's check. So my name is Chen, yes?
Yes.
What is your profession?
I'm an opera singer and I'm a professor of voice.
Like my friend Chen Reis.
Yes.
This is you, Chen.
It is me, yes. It's just my marital name that I'm using.
Okay. I used to work with Chen years ago. Welcome back, Chen.
Thank you. I remember you gave me the best advice ever.
Thank you. My name is Chen, and I'm an opera singer and a professor of voice, of singing.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Now, with this AI, what we do, because it's a coach, we give it some challenge that we have, problem that we want to solve. It's not about data. Some decision we need to make. So can you tell us anything like this in your reality?
Life-work balance. I'm always late. I have just too much to do. I feel that I'm not managing to accomplish everything on my to-do list, not even half of the things on the to-do list.
Okay.
I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of energy, but I feel I don't have the time to realize it all and the structure to make these ideas materialize.
Okay. Who can you put your hand up if you sympathize with this kind of an issue? Ah, a lot of us. Okay. So, just to let you know, this AI coach starts a dialogue with you. Okay. We will do a short dialogue. Usually, a dialogue will take 10, 15 minutes. You can do it in 80 different languages in my voice. And yes, you ask it a question, but then you don't prompt it, it prompts you. Okay?
Okay.
Which is very different. So let's hear what it has to say.
So you start or I start?
Meet you. Thank you for being so open about where you are right now. Your life sounds rich with creativity, balancing the artistry of opera and the responsibility of teaching. Yet I hear the weight, abundance of ideas, constant activity, not enough time, and the sense that life's rhythm is always a bit rushed or behind. This is a classic West direction challenge about planning, execution, and managing your energy and commitments so that your gifts can shine without burning you out. As I often say, when we overflow with ideas and possibilities, the real art is not addition, but conscious selection. I'd like to gently ask, out of everything on your to-do list, what are the one or two things that, if you completed them consistently, would have the most profound positive impact on both your life and your sense of balance? Okay, could you answer that? So it starts a conversation, as you understand. So what are the one or two things that if you consistently do, would have the most profound positive impact on your life and your sense of balance? Chen?
Yes, I am thinking. It's I am thinking. I need to prioritize. I think maybe put in the diary. This is what you gave me. That's the advice you gave me 20 years ago. What's not in the diary doesn't happen. So there has to be in the diary maybe a time every day for.
But Chen, listen to the question. It's a bit different. The question is, what is the one or two things that if you, not how you do it, but the one or two things, activities, that if you complete them consistently, would have the most profound positive impact on both your life and your sense of balance. So this is what we call 20-80 activities, like the very few that if you really consistently do them, week after week, will have the best impact on your life and career.
Choosing, I would say.
Choosing?
Yes.
Okay. And can you be more specific?
Sit and choose every day what is necessary to do, what is urgent, what is important, and what's not.
Okay.
So maybe focusing, because there are a lot of things that disturb me.
Okay. So as you see, it makes you think.
Yes, it does.
It will give you eventually answers, but first it takes you into a journey of retrospection, understanding, going deep into things. So let's see what it has to say. By the way, which languages do you talk, Chen?
I speak Hebrew, English, Italian, German, and French.
Okay. Excellent.
But usually I speak usually with the ChatGPT, I speak English.
Okay. So, okay, it's thinking, still working. So basically what it will do, it will take you into a series of dialogues, leading eventually to results. Okay, it says that it's taking a bit longer than usual, so we let it play and see what it comes up with. And so the journey usually is going deeper and deeper, finding exactly the issues. And as you see, what you actually asked is personal. It's not even business-wise, okay? And Chen, sorry, it takes you time. Anyone else has the app open? Marina? Here it comes. Okay, here it is. Just took it a bit of time. Chen, you've touched on something beautifully simple and profoundly powerful, the art of daily prioritization. It is exactly this discernment, practiced regularly, that begins to transform overwhelm into clarity. Choosing what is truly important each day allows your energy to flow where it matters most and gently lets go of the noise that competes for your attention. True progress comes not from doing more, but from doing what matters. Each conscious choice is like a tuning fork, bringing your life and work into harmony. I'm curious, when you imagine a day where you focus only on your highest priorities, what does that feel like for you? How does your energy, your music, and your teaching shift on a day like that? That I can answer immediately. I feel invincible. These are days of performances, which are basically days that I'm not making any decisions. I'm only with my music, which is why I became a singer. Unfortunately, the world has become so full of noise and other things that are important to do that I cannot just focus on what I love doing. Okay, so after this conversation, I'll happily give you one of those, or anyone here who wants to use them, because it's an amazing companion, also for people who work by themselves, like you, but also for people in organizations. So we will give it to you for a fraction of a price, but if you want, but here is a little surprise for you, okay? Certamente, Chen. Continuiamo completamente in italiano. Hai toccato un punto essenziale. La scelta quotidiana di ciò che conta davvero è come comporre un'aria, dove ogni nota è selezionata con cura per creare armonia autentica tra lavoro e vita. Il vero progresso nasce non dal fare di più, ma dal compiere ciò che conta. Ogni scelta consapevole è come un diapason che porta la tua vita in sintonia con la tua essenza. Vorrei chiederti se immagini una giornata in cui ti concentri solo sulle tue vere priorità, come ti sentiresti? In che modo cambierebbero la tua energia, la tua musica e il tuo insegnamento in un giorno così? How is the Italian?
Perfetto.
Perfect translation, perfetto. Sono d'accordo con te, Ken.
Sì.
And Chen, as an opera singer, you sing a lot in Italian, don't you?
Yes, and everything sounds better in Italian, so I would definitely converse with him in Italian.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, I'll be happy to go on with this conversation, but we have another 20 minutes, and I would like to show a few things. By the way, if you want the AI, it's already on an app that you can, but we can send you a link, and Sarah here will be happy to assist you. People, individual people publish with it books already, create their own small businesses, okay? Although it's mainly for organizational use, also entrepreneurs and people who work by themselves have with it an amazing companion. So, basically, we can use it to present to it a challenge, a decision, preparation to a situation. It will prompt you, it will guide you, it will make you reflect, and it will lead you to the best possibility that you can. So what we did is we took our long-term navigation solutions and combined it with AI coach. And we turn navigation outcomes into everyday decisions at scale. So navigation is the whole strategic, cultural view of an organization. And with AI, we bring it so that people can decide with it daily what to do. So it goes from the board to executives to managers to individuals throughout the organization. So we developed with Marga the possibility to take a navigation results of organization and create a specific AI for that company. So they get the AI coach, but with their own unique content of that company. Okay? This allows them to have live context coaching. So everyone in the organization is coached with our systems, but with the information and importance of that particular organization. So we upload the person, the purpose, the choices, and everything. And so everyone is coached in context, in real time, language, and dilemmas. And it's always aligned 24/7, shared intelligence, allowing people to move. So when do we use it? What are the key use cases that we use it in organizations? So one is to cascade and align strategy. Just to say how complicated this is, when things change around the world so fast and organizations need to move so fast, to move together is an amazing challenge because the leadership can decide on some changes, but then everyone needs to be aligned and everyone needs to follow. And it's very complex to bring a big, even a medium company to move together. So with this, the AI coach helps a lot. It helps a lot when there is a slow, inaccurate execution. The organization has a strategy, but things don't move as they could. It's very useful when leadership is trapped in what we call daily tornado, which I think this is what Chen related to. You start the day, maybe you have strategy, but you open the phone, you open the computer, and everything begins to fly around. It's very useful in coaching in scale. So if you have hundreds of executives that you want to coach, usually you don't because of the price. Here it's possible to coach in big scale. When there is a need for a rapid organizational change, it's the best solution. And it's also very, very good following mergers and acquisitions when two cultures need to come together. Most of those fail, mergers and acquisitions, because it's very difficult to merge cultures. It's easy to set goals, but to bring the cultures together and the people to work together is difficult, and this does it really well. And it's also very, very useful to help organizations transform into the AI era, which actually now every organization is transforming into the AI era and goes through a lot of changes. So let us look at three of these different use cases. What was the difficulty till now and how the combination of human and AI solves it? So if we have a strategy on news navigation and the leadership creates it, the problem then, you have great strategy navigation 2 days, 3 weeks later, people are busy in the daily, there's already fragmentation, different interpretation gaps, old habits take over. So with the AI coach, navigation results are uploaded immediately on the coach. Leaders and employees can immediately assess how their decisions align with the organizational navigation. And they can reflect on conflict using the same news logic. Alignment is maintained continuously without the need for additional meetings. The result, strategy moves from slides to daily decisions. Another case, fast cascading in a large matrix organization. So let's say that you have 3,000 people and are in a matrix, meaning they have different lines of reporting, responsibility, complex organization. In these organizations, very often strategy just disappears. The problem, strategy cascades through organizational levels slow, distorted, and depends a lot on the managers. With the Aviad Goes AI coach, executives define navigation, that's the top. Teams receive role-relevant coaching to where they are. Leaders manage choices and trade-offs with the coach, and managers prioritize and make sense. Individuals focus, there is ownership and meaning. So the same compass, but different lenses. The result, speed and coherence without micromanagement, which is a huge advantage. And the third case is supporting managers as everyday navigators. The problem, managers are expected to align people, but often lack clarity themselves and are caught in the daily tornado. With the Aviad Goes AI coach, managers use the AI as navigation partner. They ask it questions like, how do I handle this challenge with my team? What question should I ask now? It reinforces the news language and leadership maturity. The result, managers become confident carriers of navigation, not bottlenecks. And now I would like to show you the cherry on the cake. We have just completed our first case study with a company called Process Technology. It's a microchip company in the US. And I'd like to show you what we did and what are the results. This is the first company that we did the combined human navigation and AI coach. So it's a bit of a story, but it's not long. We met a company where the management was very conflictual, with much tension and lack of cooperation, which happens from time to time. Things were slow and the morale was low, and there was a sense of no future. Seriously, that's how I met them. What we did is a 2-day powerful organizational navigation process with the senior leadership team and created their compass, which we did in hundreds of companies so far. In this case, following the organizational navigation, each participant got the Aviad Goes AI coach with specific assignments to do with it in the real world with the team. The navigation results were uploaded on the specific AI coach version for the organization with all the data. So this allows in-context coaching. So they have now a coach, which is process technology version, unique to them. And they are being coached in this system. The participants got assignments in the real world with the AI coach assistance, and we held monthly checkpoints for oversight and accountability. And what happened? So what happened shocked the owners. So only after 3 months of AI usage and checkpoints, the company went through a quick and deep change. Sales grew over 50% in 3 months. And this is not a small company, it's many millions of dollars. Sales grew by over 50% in 3 months. The operations improved considerably. The The leadership team that once was hostile and argumentative became cooperative, positive, and aligned. The participants report that their teams are much more aligned, engaged, and even excited. This is a complete shift of organizational culture within 3 months. These results are unprecedented in 20 years of navigating hundreds of organizations. And last week, I was there again, 20 more managers got the AI coach. So we went from 8 to 20 to cascade and align the organization further. So this is amazing. Not only this, even there within the leadership team, some people used it more, some used it less. The ones that used it more, like, flew. The ones that used it a bit just moved on. And one person didn't use it at all, nothing happened. So when I spoke before about acceleration, you could see part of the organization accelerating. It was sales and operations, and the other side staying the same. The owners were shocked at this because these results were expected to arrive in 2 years' time, and they happened in 3 months. And now I'll be very happy to hear some responses to this real first case.
Or any questions if you have anything you would like to ask.
We have the most quiet audience ever. This is not an opera performance. You can talk.
I do have a question. I feel bad to ask yet again, but so I consider myself, unfortunately, AI illiterate. Will your coach be able to bring me up to speed with what's going on in the world and turn me into an AI literate?
So this is where it's better than me. I'm a very good coach with a good system, but I don't have specific knowledge of every industry. It has. So I saw it helping insurance experts in Costa Rica about insurance in Costa Rica, in which I understand nothing. I saw it helping people with those specific industries. So yes, if you consult with it as a coach, it will tell you what exists, which is better, where to start, for which tasks. Yeah, for sure. It's a great.
Aviad, maybe if I can jump in because it's such a good question, Chen, and it's a beautiful challenge. We call it artificial imagination. So you imagine that you could sit with Aviad, shoulder to shoulder for an hour and say, look, Aviad, there is this development that is happening in my music industry. And Aviad will tell you his point of view on the development. And you can actually ask Aviad, maybe you can read these newspapers and tell me what do you think about it. That's what's happening. So you have a conversation with real Aviad. You don't need to know AI, or you feel like it's a real Aviad. But that Aviad, unlike the physical one, has time to read all those newspapers, understand what's going on in your business. But the point of view you're getting is not a generic point of view like, ChatGPT or Google. It's Aviad's point of view. So it's such a good question. And what you represent, I think it's 80% of the people.
I would like to add something. I've been more than 30 years working with organizations around Latin America, around many places in the States and some in Europe. And the most important thing today in an organization is to really develop, transform, and be part of these new changes to survive. Organizations that don't do that will not survive. I have been dealing with that for many years. The problem is that we used to do many things with the management team, And suddenly, when you go out, two things: or you stay there for a whole year and they have to pay you $500,000 that way, they will not do that, or you try to do the best for them to do it. And we have done many things to do that, but the big frustration is that we have never had something that would be with them really, to remind them what we said before, to answer their questions every day. And I think the best usage of artificial intelligence that I have seen, that can change the results of many organizations around the world, is using the AI coach with the OrgNav to create this continuum of knowledge and of answering questions that will make the strategy really become everyday act that will give the results for that will change the organization, so they will really be transformed into a different kind of people, very effective. I've never, the value of this is really worthless. We don't know the value of what we're saying that we have, that anybody, we're the only one that have that right now in the world. And that's valuable, I'll tell you.
Thank you, Walter. Also imagine that each person has a very fast loop of feedback and reskilling. So let's say you go to a meeting, you prepare with it, with the AI. It's very good in preparing for meetings. You go to the meeting, you come back, you tell the AI coach what happened. It gives you immediate feedback and reskilling. So imagine that this happens a few times a week. You really become accelerated in many ways, including skills, including understanding. And I'm telling you, there will be a gap between people who use AI wisely, an AI coach, to others that don't, in terms of acceleration and intelligence. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you who work with all kinds of AIs already feel accelerated in many ways, don't you? It's true. With an AI coach is a different ballgame, and especially inside the organization. So there is alignment, there is cascading, but there is an acceleration towards the results that are needed, or the results that were agreed in the navigation. Okay, actually our time is about finished. I'd like, oops.
Can I add something, Aviad? This is Pascal.
Pascal?
Yes.
Yes, please stay with us another 2 minutes, and then Sarah would like to present something to end.
Okay. It's just from the case study that you presented, which I think is awesome because it comes as a proof as to what it can do. To me, there were two highlighted words that seem really important, is with specific assignments, because I think the challenge we will have is for people to use it. As for any tools, I mean, Zoom is telling us that it's doing great things. Teams is telling us it's great, and people don't actually use the whole potential of the tools. So I think it will be key to build on what makes people use it. And I think specific assignment is a good start, but we have to have people use it.
So it's assignments and checkpoints where they, and
that's key.
So when we do it now with organizations, it's a 1-year project. So we do the navigation, we give the AIs loaded with the navigation, and then we give them assignments, and then every month we do a checkpoint and new assignments. Checkpoint and new assignments. And I think this is what creates the speed and the fact that they're actually using it. You're correct. Because it's a habit, and not everyone is an early adapter, and it might take time to some people. Correctly. Thank you, Pascal.
Thank you for the precision.
Sarah.
I'm here.
Was it you that, yeah, it was you.
Yeah, it was me. It was totally me. So thank you, Aviad, for this amazing presentation, and the case study is really overwhelming. I am in touch with the client also, and I hear amazing things about what they're saying and some testimonials that they gave. So it's really incredible. And for those of you who haven't tried it yet and want to try or want to connect, please, we have a special offer for you. Register now, contact us. This is our email, and we will be gladly offering you a 2 weeks trial to try the application, work with it, and see what it can do for you. We promise to closely guide you through it and walk you through hand in hand how to use it and make the best out of it. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for
Sarah, one question
yes,
quickly.
please. Yeah.
The session is recorded, but are we able to receive the slides as well from the presentation?
For me, Sarah, you are from To Leadership, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
You-
for our partners globally, yes.
Yes, of course.
Thanks.
Yeah. So thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you
Thank-
for staying with us.
Thank you for being here. Wishing you an amazing day, evening, afternoon, whatever. And we look forward to being in touch and seeing you on our next event on April.
Great to see
Absolutely.
you, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Let's,
Very much.
Thank you. Thank you
let's
very
catch
much.
the wave.
Very much, Sarah and Avia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.